Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for March 19th. March 19th is the 78th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 79th in leap years, with 287 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is principality. Principality is a noun that means the state, office, or authority of a prince, the territory or jurisdiction of a prince, or the country that gives title to a prince. It can also mean the position or responsibilities of a principal, like a school principal, or an order of angels. The word principality comes to us from Old French, Latin before that. First known use of the word principality is in the 1300s. Principality. And with that, a document known as the Statute of Rhuddlan incorporated the Principality of Wales into England on March 19th in the year 1284. Prior to that, Wales had been governed by native Welsh princes of the House of Aberfraw, dating back to at least the 800s. The history of Wales, of course, goes back a lot further than that, but that's today's news about it. Brothers Auguste and Louis Lumiere recorded their first footage on March 19, 1895, using their newly patented cinematograph. I wondered how this might progress in terms of Thomas Edison and the timing of his development of moving pictures, but Edison thought that selling movies in the peep show style with his kinetoscope device that had premiered the year before, he felt that that format would be a more profitable business strategy than projecting movies onto a screen. As it happens, watching the images on the screen turned out to be more popular with audiences. The United States Congress established time zones and approved daylight saving time on March 19, 1918. This is the birthday of actor Patrick McGoohan, born March 19, 1928. He's got credits on stage, screen, and television. He's had a lot of acting roles that many of us in the U.S. may or may not have seen or even heard of, but he did have a part in the movie Ice Station Zebra, and I also remember him as a particularly insidious villain in an episode of Columbo. Patrick McGoohan died in 2009 at the age of 80. Nevada legalized gambling on March 19, 1931. Bob Dylan's first album, titled Bob Dylan, was released on March 19, 1962. The United States House of Representatives began broadcasting its day-to-day business via the cable television network C-SPAN on March 19, 1979. In honor of the anniversary of Bob Dylan's first album, today's song is from that album. He'd gone to New York when he was 19, aiming to be a folk singer, and also to meet and talk with Woody Guthrie, whom he greatly admired. Getting his music career off the ground may have been more difficult for him than he anticipated, due perhaps in part to his unusual music stylings. People weren't quite used to hearing things the way he did them. He did manage to get a contract, though, and he cut a record. Most of the songs were traditional folk songs under his arrangement. The one we'll talk about today, though, is one he wrote called Talkin, New York. It's a talking blues where he talks about his feelings when he first arrived in New York City from Minnesota, his time performing in Greenwich Village coffee shops, and his life as a folk singer without a record deal. The lyrics express the apparent difficulty he had finding gigs as a result of his unique sound, with a character in the song saying, "You sound like a hillbilly. We want folk singers here." Ouch. Talkin' New York by Bob Dylan. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include the link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Do not disturb.
Okay, I turn Do Not Disturb on.
Good job. Third time better be a charm. January 2nd. The 16th. It's all written in Roman numerals, so I had to translate it. Flinging happiness all over the place. All righty. Back to work. I think we got it this time.